The eagerly awaited OnePlus 6 was launched this week. I was there at the launch to see it for myself and to go hands-on with the device afterwards. There wasn't many surprises at the event, as a lot of the details of the device had already been leaked in the press. However, there was one surprise right at the start where they announced they weren't just launching one product, they're actually launching two new products. The first of which was a new pair of wireless headphones. The headphones themselves sport a design we've seen before, something akin to the Pixel Buds, where the earbuds themselves are joined by a wire that wraps around the back of your neck. However, they do have a couple of features that stand out, one being the charge time. The headphones feature the dash charge technology as seen in the OnePlus 5T and down, whereby you can charge the headphones in 10 minutes and get 5 hours of playback. That's really impressive, assuming those numbers match real world testing. And number two, the earbuds themselves sport magnets to not only keep them together when they're around your neck so you don't lose them, but also they power off the headphones when the magnets are connected and pause the current track. The other impressive thing about these headphones, named the OnePlus Bullet Wireless, is the price. Just £69 in the UK. The second, less surprising product at the launch was the OnePlus 6. There have been numerous leaks about the features of this phone, so most of this probably won't be new to you, but I'll run through it quickly anyway. The phone features a 6.2-inch AMOLED display that goes all the way to the edge. Bezels are very minimal. There is a small chin and a very 2018 style notch. This can be hidden in the software, but is also a fair bit smaller than most of the other notches on the market. It's about a third the size of the iPhone 10. The OnePlus 6 features a Snapdragon 845 processor, between 6 and 8 gigs of RAM and up to 256 gigabytes of storage. The phone itself is almost identical in size to the previous models, and the weight is just slightly heavier because of its glass back. But we'll get to that. It has a USB-C dash charge port on the bottom for speedy charging, and despite the release of their new wireless headphones, there's still a headphone jack. All of the other OnePlus favourite features are back, including the alert slider and the LED notification light. The Fingerprint Reader is located in a similar position to last year's model, but has changed shape slightly, being more of an oval rather than a circle. It also features a super fast face unlock. Cameras around the back of the phone have been relocated from the top left to portrait center, one above the other, and for the first time they feature optical image stabilization. You still have two lenses, one being a Sony 16 megapixel f1.7 RGB sensor and the other being a Sony 20 megapixel black and white sensor, also f1.7. The OnePlus 6 now shoots 4K up to 60 frames a second and has a new super slow-mo feature that can do 240 frames a second at 1080p and 480 frames at 720p. The difference here, apart from not being 960 frames like on, say, the S9, is that it allows you to record for 60 seconds rather than the 0.2 seconds that you get on the 960 frames from the S9. 1080p can be had at 30 or 60 frames a second. Sadly, there is no 120 frames a second. Underneath the camera module, you will find a dual LED flash. Around the front is a Sony 16 megapixel sensor with electronic image stabilization at f2.0, and you can shoot video at 30 frames a second in 1080p. There's also a time-lapse mode on the front camera, which should be interesting. In the box, aside from the phone itself, you get a pre-applied screen protector as well as a standard rubberized case. The phone itself comes in 3 colours: a super shiny mirror black, a matte finish midnight black, and a matte finish silk white. The 2 black models have a black aluminium frame, and the silk white version has a rose gold frame with rose gold buttons, sliders, switches, etc. So one of the interesting things about the back of the phone is that OnePlus have decided to go all glass. The glass used is Corning Gorilla Glass 5, but it's been treated with a few different processes. For the mirror black, it's been treated so that it feels like it's made out of ceramic. It is highly glossy, feels very slippery, and is going to be an absolute fingerprint magnet. But interestingly, the midnight black and the silk white have both been treated with corrosion on the surface of the glass to get a kind of silky matte finish, and you'd be forgiven for thinking that it was actually aluminium. Prices for the OnePlus 6 in the UK start from £469 for the base model, which is 64GB, 6GB of RAM, in either midnight black or mirror black, which is actually cheaper than the OnePlus 5T. So thumbs up for that. The silk white is available later in the year for £519 and is only available in the mid-level 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. And the top of the range 8GB of RAM, available in both black colours, comes with 256GB of storage and costs £569, which is still a bit of a bargain. No expandable storage on any of these devices though, so you are stuck with what you choose from the beginning. But at that sort of price, you might as well get the biggest one. In the short amount of hands-on time I had with the OnePlus 6, I was very impressed with the build quality. It felt super speedy, and quite frankly, at that starting price, I'm not sure there's a lot out there that could beat it. Hopefully I will get a chance to go more hands-on with the device in a later review, but until then, thank you for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you'll be picking up a OnePlus 6 yourself, and if you need a reason to subscribe to this channel, then why don't you listen to this guy?
Chris Guest, go subscribe to it if you know it's good for you.